It's Week 9 of the National Football League, and everyone's watching Cade Otton. He did his job and then some last week with 123 receiving yards. It's the Titans and the Steelers on Thursday night primetime.
Oh, the cold weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. But tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in primetime, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So out come the Steelers now for their first drive.
Now leading him out, a motivated rookie out of Kentucky. Fell to the early portion of the second round of the draft. It's Will Levis.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake, Levis.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
You talk about this Titan defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And Levis going back to the air.
And his throw is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Levis throwing again on 2nd down.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Here's Levis. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So here comes the Titans offense. They'll start with great field position.
They'll be led out by a man who took that huge jump everyone had hoped for in year 2. One of the game's brightest young stars, and that's Trevor Lawrence.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 17 carries, 74 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
A first down carry for Henry. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. To the sideline and incomplete.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Henry will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0.
Steelers, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Hodgins in motion. Now they fake the jet sweep there, and a run instead with Harris.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Levis now off of play action. There's caught Michael Pittman with it.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time.
Levis back to throw.
And his pass incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Levis. Got London on a slant. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A 30-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Taken at the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive.
And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to it.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football.
And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
The Titans sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they've been playing well, really well. I mean, winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And last week, not only on the scoreboard, but I saw it on tape as well. Definitely not one of their final performances because they were outclassed pretty much right from the start. So I think there'll be a renewed emphasis on trying to be a little better out of the gate in this one so they don't fall into a big hole.
Inside handoff, Henry.
Andrew Wingard in to make the play.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 5.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Lawrence will throw.
His throw incomplete.
Looking for Cade Otton that time.
And that takes us from second to third down.
Here's Lawrence.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
The window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Levis's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
On the draw, it's Harris. Oh, what a move. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Harris running straight ahead. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Play action now. Levis.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans 33. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Dancing to his left.
And Levis with a smart move, sliding down after picking up the 1st.
A good pickup there at 22.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a 1st-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 11-yard line.
Levis sets up to throw here.
Got his man. It's caught for the Steelers touchdown.
Isaiah Hodgins.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are even at 10 apiece. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as it kicks away.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again.
So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently. I'm taking on the bullet. I've got to, because he gives his team an identity and confidence. And if we slow him down, now guess what? Everyone starts looking at each other like, who's going to make a play? Because he's made all the plays so far. So I have to go get him first. Build my defenses towards shutting him down.
Good luck. I mean, not many teams have been able to do it. We'll see.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Henry. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Levis to throw off play action.
That's going to be caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Drake London.
27 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
On the return, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Tennessee offense set to go again.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
67 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
They go play action with Lawrence. Toward the sideline, intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
First and 10. Here's Levis. He's got his man, London, right side.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating, there he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Now Levis.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
A second down throw from Levis. Over the middle, caught by London.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10, it's Levis.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Second down, here's Levis. And connecting here with Pittman on the out route. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Plenty of great games coming up in this first weekend of November, starting with the first ever game in Frankfurt, Germany, the Dolphins and Chiefs. As for the 4 o'clock game, some good ones there as well. One being in Charlotte, where it'll be the Panthers taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And then finally a good one on Sunday night between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. It was a very solid first half from the young rookie from Kentucky, Will Levis. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd.
But, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
And he's going to get his guys another first down. Back-to-back good runs to start the drive. This one 13 yards. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And a busy night for Henry continues. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Henry up the middle. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence.
And he's caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here, maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city, maybe different motivation, but they believe they've got a good one.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
11. On second down, Lawrence.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29.
Cameron Sutton
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend it.
That's a Titans touchdown.
Velus Jones.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
McPherson now for the extra point.
And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it was Velus Jones who finished things off with a touchdown grab.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
Running from the gun with Henry. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
They set up the screen for Henry.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up the 4th down. They'll run forward with Henry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Complete to Jones. Touchdown!
Velus Jones
with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Titans have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was Velus Jones who finished things off with a touchdown grab.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now out come the Steelers.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
I don't care what sport you're playing, everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Levis from the gun. Open man is Juwan Jennings.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
They go play action. Here's Levis. That one deep for London. And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They begin with Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6.
Taking a shot for Dell here.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
This is fielded at the 27. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. shoves him aside, and he goes out right around the 39. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Levis.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll go out near midfield at the 39. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ballgame, and he's got a first down. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again.
And he'll get it inside the 35.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Harris. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 28. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. He gets it complete to Harris. And down inside the 15 he goes. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Back to throw, it's Levis.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Dallas Goedert from 10 yards out.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Getting getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Now second down and a few inches.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And shutting him off now off the field. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. A give to Henry. Oh, it still won't go down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here's first and goal. Henry will score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So now the Steelers down by 7. 56 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
Levis.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Red on the red.
Lawrence to a knee, and that will write a finish to this one.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better.